inspired by a good old-fashioned Salem witch with flames coming up the dress as if I'm being brought up the stake. I am serving old school witch, like literal, from like 1510.
Somebody call the fire brigade!
Paging Arthur Miller.
Abigail!
Raja.
So this is Drag Race Season 11, episode, I believe, like 4. Nina West is known for being very political with her drag. She's very intelligent. She's an activist, and she knows her American history. This episode aired about, I would say, about 2 to 3 weeks before I healed the Salem life, where they no longer burn and no longer 3,000 die. Now it's like 25. Back in 2018. Okay, bye. When I first went to heal this timeline, I was not looking to rewrite history at all. I was literally looking to heal my part of it, the part that I played, the part that I saw. And when I healed it, I was then in the office looking at a YouTube thing about Mandela effects, and I saw that the witches no longer burned. And I was like, what the fuck? No way. No way. So then I went to see, can we heal it further? And this was, now when we heal something, we heal it in one clean swoop. But at that time, we were like going in and healing as much as we could and like changing a little bit and changing a little bit and changing a little bit, not realizing that you can do it all in one swoop. That's the first part. This entire thing is going to be really crazy, just letting you know, and really difficult to grasp. Not necessarily for you, but for like everybody, because it was difficult for me to grasp. Just, it's insane. We used to be able to track the changes that were made by simply Googling it. We could see how many died, how they died, all of that stuff. We could screenshot it. But all of those screenshots, of course, disappeared because of Mandela effects. We have now since healed that glitch because we're changing things on a mass level, rewriting history all over the place. So if we had that many Mandela effects, everybody would go insane. So we actually healed the Mandela effect feature, which is another completely bizarre thing, but we had to because it was too much. It made it difficult for me to like show tangible proof of my work, but it was healthier for humanity on a whole because that's brain melting stuff right there. People would go crazy. People already did go crazy because of Mandela effects. So a mass scale like that, like what we're doing, it would have been too much. When I was in the middle of healing it with the other people I was working with, because I usually work in a team, so there's other people involved. Even my kids are involved in it. When I was originally doing it, I remember waking up scared shitless that I was going to be like, the tags that I put on my car weren't going to be renewed, or like I would take my kid to daycare and they wouldn't know who the fuck I was, or I would go into my work and I wouldn't have a job. Like I was so terrified. I was terrified of this much healing. Like I knew it needed to be healed. I knew what part I played in it, but that much healing, the ripple effect of that terrified me and the other people I worked with. It's actually one of the reasons why the count went from 12 back up to 20 is because someone got scared and went in and changed it. Like changed the part that they had healed and put it back to the way it was, which still causes a ripple effect. I can't even tell you how many things and how many times I've healed something and I've been so freaked out. Like there's been times where I've healed massive things and written a text message to my kids and my loved ones and been like, I really loved having you in my life because I just thought I was going to wake up like in Europe somewhere and have a completely different life. Like the stuff that we were doing, it was a lot, and that was something I needed to heal, was that part of fear, because when you manifest something, you do it, you put in the work, and then you walk away and you watch it happen. If you think about it and freak out about it, you cause more things for you to heal later on down the road. So that was another part that I needed to be a part of, were the people that initiated this kind of work. And it's something that's available now in 2020 that wasn't available to us as humans before. It's part of the age of Aquarius that we are going into, the prep work. The next crazy part of this has to do with oversouls. I have videos explaining oversouls, and it's a really hard concept to explain. But when I take people into these lives, sorry, my wrist hurt. When I take people into these lives to help them heal, their soul, like my daughter Kate, like my 12-year-old, she's a different person each time in the timeline, but she's always there, and it's always the same oversoul, but she is a different person. So everyone that was in Salem, those three, like the 3,000 that died or so, all of them all shared the same oversoul. So it was like merging their souls together. So the timeline ripple effect didn't end up being as massive as you would think. And it's also why historically not even that many people are in Salem anymore. It's it That's what it is. Because of the new way that we heal, where we go in one swoop and heal as much as possible as we can of that timeline, we're able to do things in a much cleaner way. But when I take people in a past life session, and I take them in, and all of a sudden it's a black void, and all they can do is feel that they're about to they have a rope around their neck, or their hands are tied up, or they feel heat around them from fire. And if it's a black void and they can't see anything, then I know that they're in Salem. But I never tell them they are. I always ask. Ask if you're in Salem. And if they are, then if they are about to be burned, then I walk them through the fire burns their ropes and they walk off. And then we heal their soul. Because the soul doesn't die, but the soul, or the body, the vessel never dies now, but the soul never forgets dying. And then we return soul fragments and merge those timelines. Some people died more than one time and they have to heal it. Now, when I say some people died multiple times, I honestly didn't even realize this until I was talking about Salem on TikTok, and there was someone that was in my messages, and they said, "Hey, Kat, I live near Salem, and I remember thousands, hundreds, 12, 6, and 20." And I helped them look at it, and they had died each rewrite. We pulled their soul like taffy. That's one of the reasons why I figured out we have to do it all in one clean swoop. We can't do it multiple steps like this, because that oversoul, that person ended up dying in each rewrite. So I had to help their soul survive 5 or 6 times. I understand that this is a lot. Again, I get it, but I can only tell you what I've experienced, what I'm a part of, and help people. I actually have a series a bit down teaching other past life healers what to do if they run into someone who died in Salem. But most of them get brought